The number one mistake aspiring authors make: it's not about plot, it's not about prose. It's thinking that you can do this alone. That belief nearly ruined my progress, until something shifted. Hello, my name is Colby. I'm an aspiring fantasy and science fiction author. When I started writing, I did think I could do this alone, and I thought that was something that needed to happen. It's an individual process when you're writing. But that's not true. Something did shift, and when it did, I regained the confidence, the encouragement, and the excitement to keep chasing my dream. In this video, I'll explain what that is, so if you're new, you won't make the same mistake as me, and you can get on the right path. So it's probably pretty obvious what that thing is. It's other people. You need other people in this process. You can't do this fully alone. There's two things that affects. One, your mental side of writing, because it can get very lonely. And two, your actual craft and your skill in writing. There's three types of people that I would highly recommend getting connected with in your writing process. The first one is just people that you know who believe in you, that encourage you. That can be a significant other, it can be family, it can be friends. But having someone that knows you're writing and chasing these dreams can be a huge help. When things get down, or when maybe you don't even tell them, but you haven't written in like 3 weeks because you're feeling writer's block or you're feeling down about your writing, all it takes is one comment from them being like, "Hey man, how's that book going? I really like your writing." Boom, you're right back in it. So that's the first group. The second one, this is more later on in the process, but it's beta readers. People who can read your work. It doesn't have to be a finished body of work either. A lot of times people think about beta readers as the group who reads your finished manuscript while you're working on your revisions to give you feedback so then you can revise even further and make it a better book. That is certainly important. That's an important part of the process, but that's down the road. Early on, just having someone read a couple paragraphs of like some of your early chapters from a reader standpoint can be nice. They can give you feedback about, "Hey, I really liked when you did this thing," or "Hey, this part was kind of confusing." That way you can use those to better your writing. And not only that, a lot of times those people are very encouraging. They can be people from that first group I mentioned, but I would recommend also trying to find people that you don't know super well. You can know them, obviously, especially if you're brand new. It's not like it's hard to find random people out there to read your work, but if it's not someone you're intimately connected with, they can be a little bit more objective. I guarantee they're still going to be encouraging because people are nice when you're nice to them. And that can be very helpful. And this last one, number 3, is actually what I think is the most important. I highly encourage you to find or create a writing group. I cannot tell you how much this has helped me in my process. I started writing in 2020, and really, I had my immediate family, especially my brothers, to encourage me and help me with my writing. I would send them stuff, they would read it, they'd give it back to me, and it was great. And then one of my friends that I played Dungeons and Dragons with knew that I was writing, and he said, "Hey, I have a friend who's also an aspiring writer, an aspiring author, and has a writing group if you want to get connected with them." Because I had been trying to reach out to people saying like, "Hey, do you want to start a writing group? I know you do some stuff on the side," but no one wanted to do that because it is a very committed step. That being said, I connected with this guy and he joined me into their writing group. There are 4 of us total, and that has helped me so much. Having a fellow writer read and critique your work is a totally different experience than having a beta reader read and critique your work. They're both extremely important. A reader can give you feedback on the vibes, on the reading experience, which is extremely important. A writer can give you feedback on the craft. And again, I know I'm repeating myself, but it has helped me so much. When you write, you are so connected to your words that it's hard to take a step back and objectively analyze the actual design, the flow, the structure, the plotting, all of that stuff. But a fellow writer can look at that and give you feedback that you will be like, "Wow, I would have never thought about that. But now this chapter just got 15% better." or whatever. Sometimes 50% better, sometimes 100% better. I've had some of those guys give me feedback about, like, hey, I really like this part, but I think if you did this instead and maybe foreshadowed it in this chapter around this part earlier, it could really land. And I'm like, dude, that is perfect. So it has changed the game for me. I think that took me from a, I mean, I like my writing. I'm very proud of it, but that took me to another level of professionalism. And I'm continuing to progress, and they are continuing to be helpful. So I highly encourage either creating or joining a writing group. You can find those. I know there's websites that you could go find that on. These guys I just got connected to through friends and through Dungeons and Dragons. So ask people in your life if they write, and if they do, ask if they'd want to join a writing group or if they're already in one. But okay, to recap, the 3 groups. Number 1, people who love and support you. That's extremely important. Writing can be very isolating at times. You can feel down on yourself. It's very common in writing, as you've been working a long time, to start viewing that work as bad. It just happens. You're going to look at it and be like, this sucks. I'm a bad writer. I promise you're not. It's really good. I guarantee it. You just are too connected to it. So having people that support and love you, huge. Number 2 is beta readers. They can give you a reading experience, some vibes on the book. Extremely important, because that's your target audience. You're selling to readers. You're not selling to writers. The people you love are going to buy your books no matter what, because they love you. But those are very important. And then number 3 is find a writing group. Talk with fellow writers who can help you on your craft. All right, that's it. So the number 1 mistake is thinking you can do it alone. I did. I know it's very common, but I'm telling you, it'll be a game changer when you start letting other people into your process. Okay, I'll see you guys in the next one.